Hi guys, Stoker here with a new video, and this video will be a more positive one. I want to also explain why I make like lots of negative videos about World of Warcraft right now. Like the things that I'm not really liking these days. I want to even add something like the MMR change didn't do anything right now. It feels like they didn't really pump MMR, they forgot about it for some reason. I feel like that's something that you should actually write on a patch note and not on a blue post, because then again not everyone reads blue posts, so I feel like again the communication is so weird, but whatever. But it didn't change, so I guess it's a bug or they just forgot about the implementation of it. But it would be nice to actually have more news about that. But what I want to discuss is that I actually like World of Warcraft, right? I actually like a lot World of Warcraft. I think World of Warcraft is a fantastic game in general. You have a lot of things to do. You are, as a PvPer, quite, I would say, spoiled, because you have a lot of bragging rights, right? I think World of Warcraft as a whole, PvP wise, it is the best MMO out there, at least for competitive PvP. And then you have like Guild Wars 2, probably one of the best RVR systems in the game right now. Although I prefer Warhammer Online, but it doesn't exist in a official matter, only in a private server matter. I feel like World of Warcraft is a great game. What makes me annoyed, what makes me actually mad, and what makes me actually like disappointed is mostly the fact that they have a gem in their hands and they're like doing nothing with it. I feel like if World of Warcraft thought about PvP to be a viable thing and they actually like grow it to an extent where you could actually have lots of great things, it could be the best out there, right? It could be literally the best. It could be the thing that is going to pop off on Twitch, the thing that is going to pop off on the competitive scene, on the boomers and on the zoomers and everywhere, right? I feel like that they kind of messed up something. I feel like they don't really have the motivation to make it better, which is a bit of a shame. And I would like them to actually step into the arena and play more arenas, play more RPGs, notice how PvP is, and then work on it. I feel like a lot of PvP devs, if they are still there, I don't know if they have like PvP devs, they just simply do not play PvP. And most of the issues would be solved if someone actually played PvP there. Because nobody's blind, right? Nobody's going to say, oh, everything is fine, because it's not. If you put like 10 people in a LAN setting, because that's how games should be done, right? Like in League of Legends, everyone is playing League of Legends. Even in their like break, they actually play League of Legends. Or even as their work related thing, they ask them to actually play League of Legends to feel what is wrong, what is good, and to actually like take notice and discuss between them. And that's something that they are not doing right now for World of Warcraft PvP. I feel like they are just not in touch with PvP and they do not really understand what the PvP fan base wants. And if they do understand, they're just blind and they're not like taking action because they think they're scared to take any risks. But we PvPers, what we ask is like not a lot. We just want a system that is worth pursuing, a system that is worth and rewarded, and we will take the rest. We have like such a powerful community, a powerful like I would say fan base, that we could literally do like a sandbox PvP and have a lot of fun. But what we want is just that it's fair and that we could actually build up on it. So now, if they're going to do that, that would be great. Now, I think they are not going to do that, and it is what it is. But it would be cool that we had that. What also would be cool, again, I think they would not lose too many players and they would actually win a lot of players. is to actually make a free realm. So you have a server, like a tournament realm, right? And you could play it without a sub. So there's no subscription, you can play on it. And those guys, they have the same gear as we. So you have the live servers, which has conquest points that you have to generate to actually get gear. And then you have the free realm service where you are like not time gated because you're like the same as the live servers, where you have like honor gear, you have conquest gear, you have world PvP gear, and you can equip those gear like again also time based with conquest caps and such. So you can actually farm that gear and play on those free realms, and you're like mashed up with the live service realms. So it means that if you're like doing a BG on your free realm, which is the PvP realm, the tournament realm, you're going to be matched up with and against people that are playing on the live service game. And those two are going to be fair because it's the same gear, right? You have conquest gear, you have honor gear, you have world PvP gear, and you cannot buy everything from conquest because again you cannot buy that at the moment as well, but you can buy the same gear, right? And it will generate a lot of players that are actually wanting to do PvP, but they do not want to sub, they do not want to level, they do not want to do the extra things to just PvP. You will generate a few people is a bit like an euphemism. I think it will be a lot more, and it will repopulate PvP for healers, for DPS, for tanks, for whatever activity you want to do in PvP. And you're going to ask me, why would Blizzard do that with a sub game and lose potential like clients? First and foremost, I think if they're not subbed to the game right now, they will not be subbed right now either. So you're not really losing any players, right? You're going to probably gain players. And yes, some people will maybe cancel their subs, but you can add an incentive to get subbed or to spend money as a free game. The same as League of Legends does that with skins, we could do the same for cosmetics. You can make cosmetics specific for PvP with a battle pass or whatever you can do. Like, you can be very creative for that, and nobody would bat an eye if people want to buy a battle pass to get extra skins, whatever, man. But at least you would get like something from it, like a revenue. Again, you're a company, you don't want to put a lot of free stuff, and you will have more players for the live service game, and by that will for sure grow your revenue, but also your player base, and your player base will be happy because it will feel less like a dead game, and you can then have like a competitive scene on those tournament realms. I think that would be actually very nice. It's not like I'm like saying that because I do not want to pay. That's not really the case. What you could do is like you have a sub, which is basically the battle pass that you are actually having. So if you have a sub, you have automatically the battle pass on the free realms. If you don't have a sub, you can buy that battle pass for a bit less than a sub, for example. And then you have like a economic situation where you could have the best of both worlds. You have more players and you have more revenue that you would not have otherwise, because people would not sub or they would not really play the game because they are not interested in everything outside of PvP, for example. And a lot of people would go on the tournament realms. For example, I'm subbed, I would go on the tournament realms to create a character that I do not want to level and where I want to test a few things, for example, or I want to get other gear and play around that. I think that would be a fantastic idea, because I don't know if you remember back in the day, you had Arena Tournament, which was a private server for Wrath of the Lich King, if I'm not mistaken, and it was fantastic. I played it with friends. We didn't really do that because of the sub fee. We did that because it was like instant level 80, instant gear, you could directly do PvP, and you would just have a lot of fun with it. I think if they implement that, that could like revive the whole World of Warcraft scene. It would not like remove players from your sub fee. I think you would gain way more than what you would lose. If you would lose subs, that would not really matter, because a lot of people are actually buying skins because they want to feel like super badass when they are PvPing, right? But I feel like that could be a very good thing. I wanted to also make a forum post about that, but again, like, it's not like it's my company, right? I do not really care if they win any money or not, but obviously I want them to win money so they can actually develop the game even better, right? But that would be very nice that they actually like consider like a free tournament server with like a battle pass system, or if you have a sub, the battle pass is automatically granted to you, like the steps that you're going to undertake to how it's called, unlock that battle pass. If you have a sub, you get everything from the battle pass. If you're not subbed, you will get some free things, like for example Call of Duty Warzone, they have that. You would get some free things, and if you want to buy just the battle pass, it will be less than the sub fee. So for example, if the sub fee is like $12 or $13, I don't even remember, it would be like the battle pass for $8 or for $7 or whatever. And you would win revenue because of that, because a lot of people would buy that because to get like great skins, for example, or great cosmetics or great whatever, great titles, great mounts. And some people would just sub because they would just have like the live game, which what I'm playing right now, and they would also have the tournament game realm where you could have the battle pass. And yes, you would not have like sub players actually buy the battle pass, but you also not need to keep in mind that you want to actually have more players. You don't want to alienate more players because of that, right? So it would be cool if they consider it to be something that they could work on. Now, are they going to do that one day? I do not know, man. So that would be my proposition to get more players. Just in general, it's something that they could do and work on, and with not too much effort, make it a reality. Now, yes, you would have to need a lot of art design teams that design like better skins in general. But again, I mean, they could also work like they could also like put like previous skins from previous expansions and such. So they have ways to actually make it like possible for them to do what I said. But yeah, we have to see if they're going to ever do that. So that was a bit like my proposition. I want to say that I really love World of Warcraft. PvP is insane. Insanely good, insanely fun, insanely rewarding to play, but it could be better. I think twos should have rewards, if not like another mount. It could be very nice if they actually added a separate mount for every single bracket. I think that would be like making the whole the whole system around PvP and the brackets a lot more sane. Also, I would like put recolors, for example. So if you're duelist, you get a mount, but like a low res mount, I would say, like not the best colors, right? But you would get a mount, right? So you would still want to go and get duelist with your character, and then you get a mount on Glad. If you're Glad, you get like the best mount ever. Like the bragging rights are there, and then you can do for like, I will not say every single rank because it's not realistic, but you could make incentives for a lot of like a lower level players, and still I think duelist is not really low level. You could reward them, and it could like spark a lot of people playing those modes. Again, PvE is different. I don't know about PvE, but in PvP, I think if you had like rewards for like 2100 and Glad, for example, people would like just play the game to get those rewards. Even if they are like PvEers, they would like to have the mount of the title, so they are going to grind for it. And how do you grind it faster? Well, by playing healer, for example. So it would be cool if that it was possible for 2s, 3s, RPGs, and Soul Shuffle. And even in Soul Shuffle, I would add a mount for 2100 and also for 2400, like Legend. I think that would be something that they could easily do, and they could like spark a lot of like players to actually play those game modes. So yeah, what do you think about that proposition as well? I might make a forum post about it, and I will try to make a video about it as well to raise awareness. But they have ways to actually like put a lot more players into the game modes and into the game to actually like progress and have the feeling that the game is not dead. So anyways, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. I know I rambled a lot, but I really do stand by everything I said. Like, I think a tournament realm where you have a battle pass system. I know a lot of people are allergic by battle passes, but you're not obligated to buy it. It's just cosmetics, and it would just like spark, like give them an incentive to do that, like the tournament realm. If you're subbed right now, you would just gain the battle pass for free, basically. So it's a win-win for you. And if you're not subbed, at least you have the choice between subbing yourself to get on the live service game, or buy the battle pass for a bit less to have like bragging rights on the tournament realm. I think that would be actually very nice. And then you intertwine those servers on the LFG system, on the Soul Shuffle system, for example, the RBGs and such. So you would have a lot more players through the whole World of Warcraft. And yes, you will say that it's not like feeling like an MMO anymore. Well, I think the current game doesn't really feel like MMO anyways. Like I'm like playing right now, and even also yesterday, I do not see anyone like leveling except a few hordes here and there that I do kill. That's level 70, so I will just not do that. But it would be very nice to actually like have that as an option as a player, but also as a free player. If you are like someone that doesn't really want to sub, don't really have the money, and you have maybe a bit more for a battle pass, or you don't want to spend the money, for example, it would still repopulate the servers, which to a certain extent will have a lot more players playing, because they would feel like the game is not dead. But anyways, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. We talk about PvP. We're doing a 0-2 hero with this mage, currently level 66, soon to be level 70. So I will do a PvE 0-2 hero with Mythic Plus, and I will do also a 0-2 hero with my mage for 2v2, 2v3, Soul Shuffle, and RBGs. I think the RBG one will be the most difficult one, because mages are not really the best RBG player, like class spec, but it is what it is, and we're going to try and make it work. Again, thank you for watching this video. Please do stay safe. We will catch each other very soon in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.